How I Learned to Drive focuses on the character of Lil Bit, who is a 35-year-old woman who looks back at her past and recreates the events that have made her who she is today.
And she tells the story of this inappropriate relationship with her uncle, which took place in the 60s, from the time that she's 11 to the time that she's 18. So we kind of go back and forth between the 60s and the 80s, and we see her in her memory.
And through a lot of various exciting dramatic devices, we peel back the layers of that onion of her experience until she gets to the heart of what's happened and makes meaning of it.
I think one of the best things about this play is that it is a play not about incest, not about statutory rape. It's about a survivor.
The thing that I love about How I Learned to Drive is that it has disturbing content, certainly, and it has an aspect to it that is troubling, can't help but be anything but troubling. And yet there is humor, there's a lot of theatricality. The play is presented in a way that allows us to approach this relationship and this issue from multiple perspectives and asks us to see all the shades of gray in between.
But see the good sides and the bad sides. It's not simply a story about a malicious predator and this unassuming girl who's a victim. I mean, they're both extremely vulnerable and extremely broken characters.
He's a very pitiable man. He doesn't quite understand his place in the world anymore.
We see her grow up from a precocious and awkward and very vulnerable girl.
He's a World War II vet and suffered some post-traumatic stress disorder.
We see her kind of navigate through this relationship and how it affects her adolescence and her development.
And through this sort of loss in sense of direction, he has led himself down a path that most people view as not really making the best of choices.
I mean, they're both extremely vulnerable and extremely broken characters, and their vulnerability unites them.
It's a heartfelt story about misplaced love.
This is a great play. It's simple and it's complex, and it really opens the world to these topics in a way that I haven't seen presented before, and I think people will really enjoy themselves. It's a funny play, it's a moving play, and we really hope you'll come to Parkside Theater and join us.
It could change the way you view the world. Make you see gray areas instead of everything is black and white. What am I talking about?